clutch. And one thing you do not want on the starting line is more heat in the clutch. As they say, all's well that ends well. Tim Wilkerson on the left side, Jim Campbell on the right. The Levi, Ray, and Shout Shelby Mustangs. Diversified Yacht Summit Racing Equipment semi-final round appearance last week. The car definitely starting to pick up the performance and consistency a little bit. And for Jim, we got the folks at Les Secure, mechanical contractors, long-time friends and supporters of Jim Dunn Racing. They come out in this part of the country. They are going to take the primary signage on the side of that car because they've got a whole bunch of friends, family, customers, and folks that are all out here. Rooting on Big Jim Dunn and his driver, Jim Campbell. Jim was talking about how it's been a while. The last time they turned on a wind light, Atlanta. It was a couple of races ago. Oh, both of them get in trouble. Tim fireballs one at the finish line, but he still gets the win. 418, 237 miles an hour, and a kablooey. Well, that thing split the body in half on the front. A 460 for Jim Campbell. But for Tim Wilkerson, a wind light, a flash of fire, and a whole lot of excess drama that he didn't want no part of. Safety Safari rolling down there to check on Tim, make sure that it has gone out. And you can see that he's out of the car already and going, come on, help, 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 please, please. I think that Mustang is going to go into somebody's sports bar maybe, because it is blowed apart at the front. Tim's car looked like it started turning the tire down track a little bit, and then you just saw it. I mean, kablooey, big ball of fire. He was chit-chatting with the Safety Safari guys down there, but he climbed out of the car, obviously, and walked away under his own power. Let's take another look at this. It ain't going to get any prettier. From the far end of the racetrack, you're going to watch first Jim Campbell getting a little trouble right about there. Car moves, and now Tim's car. Pedal it. Boom. That is a whole lot of fire in your face. And he is fighting to keep it on his side of the racetrack because he's not sure exactly where Jim Campbell is, but he doesn't want to get over in front of him. It's not going to be any prettier up close and personal. You're going to see it start spinning the tire a little bit. That'll put some cylinders out, as it is known to do. The engine RPM comes up. Fuel volume comes up right there. Now watch, butterfly's closed, but he's not at the finish line yet. And as soon as he put his foot back down, that thing went kablooey. Yeah, that was definitely a kablooey. Tim goes across the finish line on fire, but gets the win. I mean, you hate to see anything like that happen to anybody, but I'm a firm believer, you know, it would have been just as blowed up if it had lost. That mile an hour, obviously, on Jim Campbell's side is incorrect. I think it was a flash of something from Tim's car that went over there and made that clock stop, but Wilkerson gets the win. And did you see that Richard and the guys headed out in a hurry because they are already hustling back to the pit to get the spare body out at least. By rule, for you fans that don't know, if he needed to bring out a spare car, a backup car to keep racing, he would be allowed to do that.
Big boomer for you, Tim. We haven't seen one of those in a while. When you assess the damage, what do you see on the car?
Well, you get it back and get a look at it. Got to see what happens. It just starts spinning down there. And when it starts spinning, I lifted off of it real slow and just barely leaned back in, and it banged right when I did that. So, hey, the LRS crew, they'll work hard on it. We'll see if we can get it ready for the next round, and hopefully we can. I don't know. That's saddening, like you say. I only got a couple of them Mustang bodies.